the speeches about man.
Kisiche kinche mic.
No, ultimate camera mic. Over the this
Okay,
one.
okay.
Thank you, General. The South African Police Service Code of Conduct will now be read by Sergeant Lekota. All SAPS Act members will rise and remain standing during the reading of the Code of Conduct. Civilian members will remain seated. I call upon Sergeant Lekota to read the Code of Conduct.
South African Police Service. We as police officials of the South African Police Service commit ourselves to the creation of a safe and secure environment for all people in South Africa by participating in endeavors to address the root causes of crime in the community, preventing action which may threaten the safety or security of any, mitigating criminal conduct which has endangered the safety or security of the community, and bringing the perpetrators thereof to justice. In realization of the aforesaid commitment, we shall at all times uphold the Constitution and the law, be guided by the needs of the community, give full recognition to the needs of the South African Police Service as our employer, and cooperate with the community, government at every level, and all other related role players. In order to achieve a safe and secure environment for all the people of South Africa, we undertake to, with integrity, render a responsible and effective service of high quality, which is accessible to every person, and continuously strive towards improving this service. Utilize all the available resources responsibly, efficiently, and cost-effectively to maximize their use. Develop our own skills and participate in the development of our fellow members to ensure equal opportunities for all. Contribute to the reconstruction and development of and reconciliation in our country, uphold and protect the fundamental rights of every person, act impartially, cautiously, honestly, respectfully, transparently, and in an accountable manner. Exercise the powers conferred upon us in a responsible and controlled manner, and work actively towards preventing any form of corruption and to bring the perpetrators thereof to justice.
Thank you, Sergeant Lekota. Ladies and gentlemen, the handing over of the Sowrd of Command will now commence. The National Commissioner, General Sitole, will hand over the Sowrd of Command to the Provincial Commissioner of Limpopo Province, Lieutenant General Gen Thembi Hadebe. Ladies and gentlemen, the handing over of the Sowrd will now take place. All guests remain seated for the duration of the handing over. Thank you very much, Program Director, for the opportunity. We are now going to officially hand over the Sowrd to Lieutenant General Hadebe as the Provincial Commissioner of Limpopo. And the citation goes as follows. Whereas the post of the Provincial Commissioner, Limpopo, is entrusted to you with effect from 1st May 2021, you are hereby charged to serve your province in this post with loyalty, courage, dignity, and honor. To discharge your duties and responsibilities with zeal and diligence, to set a good example to those placed under your command as incumbent of this post. I, KJ Sitole, the National Commissioner of the South African Police Service, now hand over the command of the South African Police Service in respect of the Provincial Commissioner, Limpopo Province, to you, Thembi Hadebe. God bless you and the South African Police Service.
Out of an arm! Load our arms! Out of an arm! salute! Preserve arms! Guard for now! Shoulder arms! Out of now! Order arms! Aside! Stand at this!
Thank you, General. Ladies and gentlemen, the MEC for Transport and Community Safety, Mema Vungulirule Ramakanya, will deliver the message of support. MEC Rule Ramakanya.
Thank you, Program Director. I'm not in uniform, at least I can smile. And I'm sure, National Commissioner, I'm the only one that can really make noise because today I'm not in uniform. But let me take this opportunity to thank you, Brigadier Mjapelo. Let me also greet the National Commissioner, General KJ Sitole, the Deputy National Police Commissioner, General Vuma. Let me also acknowledge the presence of the Hawks, our General from National. Let me also acknowledge the presence of other Deputy National Police Commissioners present here. Our Provincial Commissioner, Gen Thembi Hadebe, the Provincial Deputy Commissioners, and other members who are here from the province. Let me acknowledge the presence of our CPF and the CSF structures represented here today. Let me also acknowledge the presence of the acting HOD Memurauzi from the Department of Transport and Community Safety and the other chief directors who are here. Let me also acknowledge the members of the family of General Thembi Hadebe who are here. Let me also take this opportunity, Program Director, to acknowledge and really say my excitement about the previous provincial commissioners who are here with us today. But above all, let me acknowledge all members, men and women in blue who are with us, and other invited dignitaries who are with us, both those that are in uniform and those that are not in uniform. And also let me acknowledge the work that is being done by the media team that is here and the journalists that are covering for us in the Machiro. It is a great honor for me to be in your midst this morning, standing before you today. I can say this is the day that the Lord has made for General Thembi Hadebe and your family, and indeed on behalf of the province, we are excited to be sharing the day with you. I stand here representing also my Premier of the Limpopo Province, Premier Stan Matarata, who could not be with us because of the other pressing government commitments that he is doing at a national level. The Premier would have loved to be with us. General Hadebe is aware that his office was the first one to actually confirm to be here, but because of the responsibilities that we need to share, I am here, and also to discharge my responsibility delegated to be here on behalf of the Limpopo province. It is indeed history in the making as we witness for the very first time in this province a capable woman taking reins in the office that was occupied by men since the dawn of democracy, especially here in the province. The Premier has requested me to pass his sincere gratitude to Commissioner General Sitole and the team for the stride taken to address the gender parity in the police service. The exercise is proving to be yielding results because the change is not only happening at the lower ranks, but now it is happening at all levels. Thank you very much, National Commissioner. It will also be a gross injustice on my side if I continue with the address without acknowledging all the other predecessors who held the fort for the past 27 years in our province. I will not mention all of them by names, but allow me to cite General Neke Lidwaba, who recently vacated the hot seat as he was due to leave office for pension. And also, because when I joined the department, he was the Commissioner of Police in the province. I joined the department at the height of COVID-19 pandemic, and part of my immediate responsibility was to ensure compliance, especially at public places like taxi ranks and malls. General Lidwaba worked tirelessly with us when the Premier requested us to join him for compliance monitoring, and I want to confirm a very disciplined, hardworking, non-corruptible, and a dedicated public servant who served with pride and determination. As the government of Limpopo, we salute you for the selfless leadership you displayed during your tenure, and as the most senior cop in the province, you have left a very healthy and disciplined force, and we cannot thank you enough for your contribution that today we are here when the National Commissioner is handing over the sword to the newly appointed Commissioner. Program Director, thank you. Program Director, the handing over ceremony of the sword is well documented today in our province, and it will go a long way just because it is a woman. And I want to say to the incumbent General Thembi Hadebe that the symbol that was done today of transferring of power is of a much needed protection for the people of Limpopo, and from you as the head, this is an opportunity for you to work closely with us and every other resident of this province. Since you were appointed General Hadebe, I had several engagements and joint operations with you, and I can say without doubt that the province is in good hands, and I think she deserves a round of applause. All you need is support from the men and women who are dedicated to serve and protect. As the provincial government of Limpopo and as the MEC tasked with oversight responsibility, will continue to support all your programs to ensure that we have safer communities. I always say that we'll never win the war against crime if we shun traditional leaders and community crime-busting structures. PC, I've been following with keen interest your programs of meeting with the traditional leaders and our safety structures in various districts in the province. Working with people on the ground will indeed assist us to achieve our objectives of reducing crime, please continue with those engagement and safety campaigns for the benefits of our people. The recent statistics are signaling challenges that we have in Mbembe Toyando, to be exact. Provincial Commissioner and the team, you have a responsibility to stabilize and reduce crime in the area. Our people cannot live in fear when we have men and women who are vested with the responsibility to serve and protect. Let me take this opportunity to commend the men and women in blue for the breakthrough in Malamulele police station matter, and I think you deserve an applause. The arrest of the suspect will restore the confidence. It has already restored with the feedback that we got after the media issues that we had yesterday. It has restored the confidence in our people who rely on the South African Police Service for protection. Limpopo cannot be turned into a criminal paradise under your watch. Our women and children cannot be victims of rape and other violent crimes, PC, under your watch. You now have a sword in your hands. Take over and usher change. Borrowing from the words of the President of the Republic, I will say it is a new dawn for Limpopo. Let it be the dawn of a crime-free province. I know you have a very good team of generals in the province, the brigadiers, and everyone that we always cross paths with. And we know that you know your responsibilities. There is an English proverb, PC, that says, a fish rots from the head. It is only through your decisiveness and determination that the fish can live for another 100 years. Take a lead, be firm, and never compromise on principle. Be a shining example to your subordinates and lead with a vision. Today, it is a day for us to enjoy and also congratulate you for the achievements that you have done for yourself and also for the South African Police Service, the years and the time you have dedicated to serve. So it is not the day of speeches, but on behalf of the Limpopo province, under our leadership of the Premier Matabata, we have no doubt that the ship will continue to sail to the calmer shores. You must work very hard to squeeze the criminals out of our villages, townships, and suburbs. Criminals must never have peace when you are still at the realm. In a borrowed street language, PC, I would say, Uskava forgiver, Uskava for chance. Let's go out and work. Criminals must find space, no space to torment and terrorize our people. We, as the province of Limpopo, will afford you the necessary support, and we expect you to discharge your responsibility without fear and favor. And on behalf of the Premier, the Provincial Commissioner knows that if the Premier hears that any other thing is not going on well, he picks up a phone, he does not even call me, but calls you directly and make you to account. And with that, that is the support that we are ready to continue to give you. We wish you all the best in your new position, and always remember that more than 4 million of the people of this province rely on you and your team and the foot soldiers for protection. Congratulations once more. Thank you, Program Director.
Thank you, MEC Lerule Ramakai. Ladies and gentlemen, presentation of medals and decorations will now take place. The podium group will now be requested to descend the podium and stand in front of the recipients for the reading of the medal citations.
Advance. Lieutenant. Now, three. Hey! Attention!
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the reading of the medal citations. Citations, 30-year Loyal Service Medal. As an honorable tribute to the recognition of exceptional devotion to duty, the Minister of Police has awarded the South African Police Service 30-year Loyal Service Medal to members whose names will be announced. The South African Police Service 30-year Loyal Service Medal may be awarded to a member of the South African Police Service who has served for a period of at least 30 years, which need not be continuous, and who has displayed an irreproachable character and exemplary conduct. Citation, 20-year Loyal Service Medal. As an honorable tribute in recognition of prolonged loyal service rendered, the Minister of Police has awarded the South African Police Service 20-year Loyal Service Medal to the members whose names will be announced. The South African Police Service 20-year Loyal Service Medal may be awarded to a member of the South African Police Service who has served for a period of at least 20 years, which need not be continuous, and who has displayed an irreproachable character and exemplary conduct. Citation, 10 years Loyal Service Medal. As an honorable tribute in recognition of prolonged loyal service rendered, the Minister of Police has awarded the South African Police Service 10-year Loyal Medal to the members whose names will be announced. The South African Police Service 10-year Loyal Service Medal may be awarded to a member of the South African Police Service who has served for a period of at least 10 years, which need not be continuous, and who has displayed an irreproachable character and exemplary conduct.
Recipient! Salute to the front! Salute! 1, 2, 3, 1!
The 3rd-year medal is awarded to Colonel Ramahwahwa OM. The next 30 years medal is awarded to Captain Mugodi, MP. The next 30-year medal will be awarded to Captain Guyan, ML. The next 30-year medal is awarded to Captain Munahisi, Romeo Juliet. The next 30-year model is awarded to Warrant Officer Maboya, Sierra Mike. The next medal is awarded to Warrant Officer Mugotolana, Delta, India. The next 30-year model is awarded to Warrant Officer Diale, Mike Alpha. The next medal will be awarded to Warrant Officer Maake, Bravo Juliet. The 20-year medal is awarded to Warrant Officer Mutere, Tango Sierra. The next 20-year model will be awarded to Mashapu Mike Juliet. The next medal will be awarded to Warrant Officer Mashallah Mike Charlie. The next medal is awarded to Warrant Officer Nchana Mike Delta. The next medal is awarded to Sergeant Bugana Foxtrot Echo. The next 20-year medal is awarded to Sergeant Munyela, Lima Echo. The 10-year medal is now awarded to Warrant Officer Letswalo, Lima Mike. The next 10-year medal is awarded to Warrant Officer Motabu Mike Lema. The next 10-year medal is awarded to Sergeant Kekana Mike Victor. The next 10-year medal is awarded to Sergeant Kau Delta Mike. The next 10-year medal is awarded to Sergeant Machitele Mike Ego. The next 10-year medal is awarded to Sergeant Madiba Mike Papa. The next 10-year medal is awarded to Sergeant Mama Rehani Romeo Sierra. The 10-year medal is awarded to Constable Molema Papa Bravo. The next medal is awarded to Sergeant Malakela Mike. The next medal is now awarded to Sergeant Maduleg. Thank you, General. You may ascend the podium.
Recipient, salute to the front! Salute! One! Two, three, one! Recipients move to the left. What did I say? Left and one! Two, three!
Ladies and gentlemen, the National Commissioner General KJ Sitole will now deliver the keynote address. General Sitole.
Program Director, thank you very much for the opportunity. Let me take this same opportunity to acknowledge the presence of the Honorable MEC, Ms. Birule Ramakaya, and also equally thank you, MEC, for always being there for members of the South African Police Service and the support that you give to the Provincial Commissioner. The Executive Mayor of Capricorn and Bulukwane municipalities, councillors, therefore, and the Deputy National Commissioners, Divisional Commissioners, and Provincial Commissioners in attendance, the National Head of the DPCI, all other generals, brigadiers, senior officers, representatives of the community policing, labor unions, corporate SAPO, all stakeholders and partners in policing, members of the media, and all invited guests. There's just 3 special guests that are also here, which I think I have an obligation to have a special word of acknowledgement to them. The first one is Lieutenant General Alfred Maledi. I think this is the man who laid my foundation for leadership in the South African Police Service. My mentor in the South African Police Service. One of the bravest leaders who took the front line to lead in 1995 when the South African Police Service changed from SAP to the new dispensation. He nurtured and protected me as a leader. That is why today I'm here and I'm the National Commissioner. Under his leadership, I earned the title Father of the Transformation, which I will then talk to later. The second one is my mentor who put me on a higher flyer program, who accelerated my leadership journey. And that is Lieutenant General Sengane. When he was moved from Limpopo to Free State, he called me and he said to the authorities, if I go there, you give me Sitole because I want to mentor him. He mentored me there, and one thing I can say to you today again with pride, General, is the fact that from your mentorship I took over from you and I declared the turnaround vision for Free State. Shortly before I left the province, it took position 1 in the performance in the country, and it stayed there for some time. Thank you for that foundation. The last one is Lieutenant General Lidwaba, who is the last Provincial Commissioner before General Hadebe. He led both in Limpopo and Gauteng. Just the one unique thing I can tell you about him is a disciplinarian, number 1. Number 2, he holds principles and values very high. I can tell you, one simplest thing I can tell you is that as he's sitting at home, nothing is going to follow him. He was the cleanest leader, most principled. I don't want to say the strictest. And last but not least, the most special acknowledgement to the incoming Provincial Commissioner of Limpopo, Lieutenant General Thembi Hadebe, all the medal recipients and all families and friends of our celebrants today. We're still in the first month of the new year 2022, so compliments of the new year and warm greetings to everyone. Maybe it might also be important and interesting to acknowledge Limpopo for starting the new year. I'm sure it's in style or with confidence. Because the province was recently placed on an extended 72-hour activation plan for the Malamulele incident. I suspect if there was no positive response to this 72-hour embargo, I'm sure the Provincial Commissioner might not have received the sword today. So congratulations, Limpopo Province, for the restoration of our image, and Happy New Year. We are gathered here today at this auspicious and proud ceremony as we have just officially handed over the police service in Limpopo Province to the new sheriff in town, the Provincial Commissioner, Lieutenant General Gen Thembi Hadebe. From a turnaround point of view, it's part and parcel of our theme, the journey to a safer South Africa. From the turnaround slogan's point of view, part and parcel of rendering the selfless and patriotic service which has been demonstrated by the recipients of the medals. From a value statement point of view, we are performance driven, and we also acknowledge and celebrate performance. These acknowledgements symbolize a demonstration of the value statement. The professionalization of the service, which includes transformation, is also on display, and as well as service integrity. This ceremony is a gesture that endorses our decision as the management of the South African Police Service that Lieutenant General Hadebe is the perfect candidate to have replaced the now retired and former Provincial Commissioner, Lieutenant General Lidwaba. I must just say it is not very easy to replace General Lidwaba, and I congratulate you, General Hadebe, for doing it. From the focus areas point of view, the focus area number 1 is the transformation focus area. Then the complementary strategic interventions. To this focus area is the succession plan, the mentorship strategy, the high flyer program, and as well as the human capital investment strategy. We are particularly excited today because a week ago we celebrated the same type of ceremony in the Eastern Cape, where we handed over the Sowrd of Command to yet another female Provincial Commissioner, Lieutenant General Mene. Prior to that, we were in Mpumalanga honoring Lieutenant General Manamela, another female Provincial Commissioner. So today is even more significant as we bring to a total 4 female Provincial Commissioners in the country, including the Provincial Commissioner of the Free State, female Lieutenant General Motswenyane. Distinguished guests, I am highlighting this aspect as it reflects a significant milestone in the South African Police Service journey of transformation and advancement of our women empowerment agenda. With Lieutenant General Hadebe being the first ever Provincial Commissioner of this province, this event today is indicative that police women are standing their ground and continue to break boundaries. Police women are making their mark in environments previously reserved for their male counterparts. Subsequently, of equal significance today is the presence of female MEC Ms. Lirule Ramakanya in our midst, along with our Deputy National Commissioner Support Services, Lieutenant General Vuma and Jinga, female divisional commissioners and provincial commissioners, and all other female generals, brigadiers, and senior officers of the SAPS. Halala Makosigazi, we see you. I'm actually told that the ratio has drastically changed. I hear that at headquarters there's 12 females generals compared to 5 males. So before the end of this year, they will go to 13 minus me. And the number of provincial commissioners, I think, is from 9 to 4-5. So 4 of the 9 are now females. And we're waiting for the conclusion of the Northern Cape appointment, and we may take them to 5. At this point, let me also extend a very special word of acknowledgement and appreciation to all our medal recipients today. Medals in the South African Police Service are a visible decorative insignia conferred as a reward for services rendered. In line with the categorization outlined in the SAPS Act and regulations, members can be awarded a medal for bravery, while in some other cases, members are awarded medals for loyal and or outstanding service. We conferred medals to these deserving members in recognition and appreciation of their long service, their loyalty and commitment to the service. These are members who, when the chiefs were down and they had every reason to quit and opt for greener pastures, they consciously chose to stay true to their calling, remain in the SAPS, all in the best interest of the communities we serve. Ladies and gentlemen, at some point in our lives, we all long for appreciation for our efforts. It is true that sometimes all we want to hear is thank you, an indication that we are valued and not taken for granted. Therefore, the medals we conferred on you, respected members today, come as a well-deserved pat on the back. With this medal parade, we are saying to you what you have been doing and going through, and the selfless patriotic service that you have put on display. We see you. well done, and thank you. Why not undermining the importance of the medal ceremony? The highlight of this day is the change of command ceremony portrayed through the handing over of the sword. Having already assumed office in May 2021, Lieutenant General Hadebe, you are welcome to see the period from May until now as your probation. And with the Madam Lele breakthrough, we confirm probation. And congratulations. By now, we believe you are familiar with the dynamics of this province, and you have subsequently devised strategies and interventions geared at reducing the volumes of crime in Limpopo. Meaning that after today's symbolic change of command, your determination to keep the residents of Limpopo safe and secure will be intensified. Furthermore, we are confident that you are alignment with the broader turnaround vision of the South that seeks to build and strengthen ties with the communities that we are mandated to serve and protect. We need our communities, not forgetting our royal houses and traditional leaders working with us if we are serious about winning the war against crime. I just also want to give you a policy reminder that the community policing strategy, which is unique to South Africa, was pronounced by the Commander-in-Chief in the SONA. Secondly, the youth crime prevention also remain an international best practice strategy, which was also equally pronounced by the President in the SONA. Finally, the traditional policing concept is one of the most famous concepts for the traditional leaders, and is also important in defining the role of the traditional leadership in policing. The position of provincial commissioners comes with a high degree of expectation that the incumbent will use his or her authority exclusively to ensure the safety and security of the people of Limpopo and their properties. The responsibility and authority bestowed on the incumbent is to be carried with honor at all times, something we know with conviction that General Hadebe will do it at all times. As I wrap up, let me appreciate and welcome the breakthrough and success of Limpopo Police with the arrest of the 10 suspects allegedly behind the attack of Madam Lele police station in November last year. These suspects who were arrested this past are also said to be linked to several ATM bombings in different provinces. Their arrest came as the police foiled a planned ATM bombing and following an intelligence-driven operation. I think this message of appreciation and acknowledgement goes to all our soldiers on the ground because they were there and they made this a success. The subsequent recovery of high-caliber firearms and ammunition, explosives, police bulletproof vests, illicit cigarettes will take the subs a long way in our determination to curb the proliferation of illegal firearms and to generally reduce the volumes of aggravated crimes. Keeping up, Provincial Commissioner, it is said that the worth of a leader is mirrored by the output of the team that he or she leads. I would then like to give you words of direction and appreciation from some of the famous authors. The first one is Helen Keller. The worst thing than being blind is to have sight without a vision. The second one from Chamfort, vision is the art of seeing the invisible. The third one from Kennedy, he who sees the invisible can do the impossible. also want to give you weights from the SARS Happiness Index and tell you upfront that from a preliminary weighting matrix on the SARS Happiness Index, which will be introduced through the turnaround vision, you are ranked the top 3. And it will be for you to stay there or drop down. And 2 statements from the power of happiness. The first one, people aren't against you. It's about themselves. So one day I'm gonna come here shouting about Malamle. Nothing will be personal. The pleasure will be on me. And if I don't shout at you, I will be fired. The second one is, as you rise, climb the mountain, not so as the world can see you, but so as you can see the world. As you see the world, do not try to change it. Change the way you see the world, and the world will change automatically. The last one, as your point of departure, your journey is dedicated to Walt Disney. Disneyland will never be completed, but it will continue to grow for as long as there's imagination left in the world. Welcome to Disneyland, and thank you.
Thank you, General. Ladies and gentlemen, I now call upon the Provincial Commissioner, Lieutenant General M.T. Hadebe, to deliver the vote of thanks. Lieutenant General Hadebe.
Thank you very much, Program Director. The National Commissioner of the South African Police Service, General KJ Sitole, the MEC for the Department of Transport and Community Safety in the province of Limpopo, Mayor Mavungo Lerule Ramakani, the Judge President of the Limpopo Division of the High Court, Judge Mahuba, the Deputy National Commissioners, Lieutenant General Ntombi Hadebe and Lieutenant General Lizzie Wenjinga, all divisional commissioners present, the provincial commissioners of the Free, particularly the Free State Provincial Commissioner Lieutenant General Mzonyani, the Western Cape Provincial Commissioner General Patekile, the Eastern Cape Provincial Commissioner Lieutenant General Mele, and the Mpumalanga Provincial Commissioner Lieutenant General Manamela, the province where I come from. The traditional leaders in our midst, led by the provincial chairperson of the House of Traditional Leaders, Khoshi Dikhale, greetings to Khoshi Khabo Muloto Waburaru, Hosi Maumane and Hosi Nyika. The National Prosecuting Authority, Regional Head Advocate Sonti. My retired generals of the Limpopo Province, Lieutenant General Maliti, Lieutenant General Singane, Lieutenant General Negeli. All my Deputy Provincial Commissioners, Major General Skepers, Major General Manala and Major General Muragalati, all District Commissioners, all Provincial Heads, the Area Commissioner of Correctional Services, Mema Mabulo, all senior members from the South African Police Service and other State Department present, all my station commanders in the province, our Union Sapo and Pop crew in particular, greetings to them. The Provincial CPF Chairperson, Mr. Khasaho, and the Provincial CSF Chairperson, Mr. Horuti. The Provincial Chairperson of the Youth Against Crime, Mr. Machete, my distinguished guests, members on parade, as well as the entire members of SAPS present today, ladies and gentlemen, media houses that are present, and greetings to all my community who are watching this service or this ceremony through the virtual means. May I say all protocol observed. My New Year's greetings to all of you. And I just would like to thank you for descending in this ground to be part of this day. So long awaited National Commissioner since the 1st of May 2021. Thanks once more, MEC and the National Commissioner, for committing to this particular day. And I know, MEC, you said beyond all odds, this needs to happen. And extend my greetings to the Premier as well. I knew how much you wanted to be here. I feel honored and valued and privileged, Mayor Makani and General Sitole, to serve under your leadership, my leaders. This is a historic moment in my life, and one of those rare distinctive opportunities that one can experience in the police as a woman in particular. What a great way to start a new year. I believe that this is a year full of blessings. I smell success in our plans and in all our endeavors of keeping South Africans not only safe but feeling safe under my watch, particularly in this peaceful province of Limpopo. To begin with, I would like to declare with deep sincerity that I accept the honor of the Sowrd of Command as bestowed on me by the National Commissioner of Police, General KJ Sitole, today. I am humbled to be trusted with such an incredible responsibility, that of leading the South African Police Service in Limpopo. National Commissioner and my MEC, I must say, I'm equally humbled by the fact that I'm that very first woman Provincial Commissioner in the history of Police Command in the province of Limpopo, since the dawn of democracy, as you have alluded. This is clear, it's a clear illustration of how far we have come as women, and definitely it's something that worth celebrating, but with an understanding of the responsibility it is coupled with. These noble men before me, National Commissioner, the shoes they have worn are of a big size that befit men. Therefore, that simply tells me I have to wear my own shoe size. And that is tailor-made of a woman. That will bring, as a woman, that will bring that scent that smells afar, which is typical of a woman. In accepting this responsibility, I take full cognizance of what the Sowrd represents and its accountability. As such, I would like to take this moment and thank those who came before me. Abu General Libaba, Abu General Malite, Abu General Senani, Abu General Mashiko, and many more, Abu General Masemola, and many more that I did not count, if you can count what the MEC has termed to be 27 years. I want to thank them that before me, they have upheld the true definition of the badge, and they have preserved it at all costs, and they have maintained its dignity. As I take over the Sowrd, I vow to maintain and use the powers and authorities to direct and protect the badge and the citizens of this province. This is a responsibility that National Commissioner I take very serious. In my unconditional acceptance of this honor, I believe that if I put God first to lead me, nothing can stand before me in fulfilling the bestowed responsibility cited by the National Commissioner today. The support I'm receiving from you, MEC, the Premier, and my entire management, and the entire members of the South African Police Service in Limpopo, is continuing continuously injecting me with the spirit that says the sky is the limit and together we shall conquer all our hurdles and emerge victorious in our pursuit of reducing the levels of crime, maintaining public order, upholding the law and fulfilling our constitutional mandate in terms of the section 2053 in partnership with all stakeholders in the province and the community in large. I therefore commit myself to serve the community with pride and dignity in line with the Batupili principles and the SAP's code of conduct. Finally, I would like to extend my humble gratitude to my two daughters, Zike and Tandazo, my two sons, Zwelake and Price. Let me tell you, National Commissioner, that at some point when the going gets tough, my son, who is currently now an advocate, once told me and says, Mama, there's no permanent situation in life. You might be depressed or whatever, but whatever depresses you, but one day you're going to dance on the roof where everybody is going to see you. And thank you, Zwelake, for instilling that confidence in me that made me to look life differently so, even when your father passed away. Here I am today, and I feel I'm that woman that you mentioned will dance on top of that table when everybody watching. And I appreciate them forever, and I'm forever indebted to all of you for the opportunity that you give me every time I say I want to venture into this. Not a single time where you said, Mama, you are focusing on your work, you are not taking care of us. The arrangement that we have amongst ourselves is befitting, and I think it all goes well with all of us. May I take an opportunity, National Commissioner, in your presence to appreciate the woman who raised me, who is amongst us and my brothers and my sisters who are coming from the province of Mpumalanga in Elukwatini. There's only one thing that my mother taught us, nothing else than God. It's God first or nothing else. And I think that has instilled the faith that is beyond measure. When things doesn't go right and you can't do it on your own, you know where you tap your strength and you start to move forward. And this is the life that I have lived in my life and in my career, and I've seen it. Taking me through National Commissioner, I think you know that very well, and all other senior managers. I appreciate you, Ma'am. Allow me to continue to serve the province of Limpopo. It's not by mistake that I'm here. I think God destined me to be here. I might have loved to be in Mpumalanga or somewhere else in the country, MEC, but here I am. I've dedicated myself to the servant of the province of Limpopo and to serve the community with pride. When I spoke to the team about the National Commissioner, you are spot on. As I was speaking to them a week ago, I said, not very long, all provinces have already taken, the Provincial Commissioner has already taken their sort, and I have not. And I doubt that if I have not catch the criminals of Madam Ambe, am I going to hold that sword? Even I'm going to fall with that sword. And the reason that will make me to fall was that MEC, I did not know how to face the community when the authority of the state has so much been challenged under my watch. And I felt this community will say, but what are we going to get from this woman? The Madam Lela, where they broke in her own police station, you can't catch them. And I spoke sense to these men and women who were sitting in front of me, 8 of them, MEC. And as they were reporting this incident, they were saying, General, we don't know whether you're going to be happy or not. I said, the only thing you know what will make me happy. And he says, we think you are patriotic. I could not believe. I fought with myself and I fought with God, and at some point I was talking like literally I'm mad on Wednesday morning. And I was saying, God, you brought me here, but you can't allow people to kick a stake on the work that God has given me. You can't bring me to leave me here in Limpopo. You better go and better teach me. And little that I know that God had that prayer. challenge ahead, and I'm confident that we will deal with it under the leadership. And thank you for being the woman you are. I said to my mother and my brothers, they must allow me to lead the Limpopo province and serve this community. The time will come when I'll come and sit with them in the stoop and enjoy the quality time with them. For now, they must not ask me, when am I coming home? Because they always ask me, are you home? Are you around? I said, home is Limpopo, no Mpumalanga. And it's here I belong. May I appreciate my team, National Commissioner and my MEC, for the energy they have put into the arrangements. I think we've been arranging and it was postponed. We've been arranging and it was postponed. And when I look back and I say, God maybe didn't deliver the National Commissioner because he wanted to show that there is a strength that he has given me to lead this particular province. And particularly Manamulela issue and many more other issues that we have conquered with my team has demonstrated that very well for me. And I still trust him, he will take us through, all of us. At some point I thought I would have casualties, my members would be killed. And I had to pray. There's nothing else that I could. I had to pray to say, God, as the stars firing shots everywhere, I must not have any casualty of my members. And I stand today with the arrest. None of my members has been a casualty that I had to bear. And they are still steadfast on that particular. May I wish everybody, as I'm closing, a safe destination. My former Provincial Commissioner of this particular province will remain my counsel and my roadmap. I must mention that. When I started in the office, I had a very good reception from General Baba and he took me through National Commissioner. And when he left, I was left on my own cold as it is, and I did not know where to start. I phoned the MEC time and again. She kept on giving me that assurance, no, you'll be fine, you'll be okay. And here I am today, and one of my frustrations was the language, but let me tell you, I can say all the different languages. Mostly the Venda language was so difficult for me, but today I can go with you and sit and speak with the chief. It's so amazing. And thank you very much. Thanks to the guests. I came to a province, most of the people were living National Commissioner. And it's for that reason that as they say, welcome to me. Today I find it necessary that in the evening I must say to two ladies, the giant women, General Matimuna and General Rawusi, who led this province as women in policing, and to say goodbye to them as well as they are already enjoying their retirement time. National Commissioner, thank you very much, and let me thank everybody. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Lieutenant General M.T. Hadebe. Ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem will now be played by the South African Police Band. South African Police Service Band. All members in uniform must salute during the playing of the national anthem, and the guests will be requested to rise. All men in civilian dress will be requested to remove their headdresses during the playing of the national anthem. Members will salute on the playing of the 7th drum beat. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthem.
At the time! Stand arms! Have to have!
Ladies and gentlemen, you may be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, the parade will now perform the final compliments in the form of a march past. The march past will only be acknowledged by the National Commissioner General KJ Sitole. March past. Ladies and gentlemen, you are kindly requested to rise for the departure of the functionary and entourage. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Ladies and gentlemen, we shall now call upon the Deputy Provincial Commissioner, Major General Moragaladi, to do the announcement. General.
Thank you very much, Program Director. I'm here to render the very important item on the program. The podium group will be ushered where they had the breakfast, and I think the ushers are ready. Our VVIP will also be served where they had the breakfast in the morning. Our VIP, our invited guests, brigadiers, recipients, station commanders will be served on the first floor, left wing. They will be ushered from the seats. Our parade members will also be served on first floor, right wing. They will also be ushered there. Thank you very much, Program Director.
Thank you, General. We have now reached the end of the program. Thank you.
I will share with you. Now,